All right, so I'm going to be really honest right now. If you've watched a lot of our videos before, Bali's really hot and I'm constantly sweating the whole time. So don't give me shit if I've constantly got sweat patches on my shirts because I'm trying my best here. Now, a lot of trainers and coaches have been asking, how the hell do I build an online personal training business that earns 100 to multiple six figures per year?
So it's really easy to talk about it in concept, right, in theory, but in this episode we're actually going to break it down into 3 key principles of how you actually get there. So the step-by-step process behind what it actually takes to successfully build a business that gets you to 100K and above.
Now, let's be perfectly honest, there's probably way too much information. You've been reading articles, listening to podcasts, you've seen a ton of different videos, but even though you've been trying different things, shooting videos, you've been writing blog posts, you've been posting on Instagram multiple times per day, maybe you've even been trying Facebook ads, but you're still not getting the clients coming on board, you're still not having a business that really gives you the freedom that you want and isn't giving you the income that you want as well. It's really time for a change.
So this is the framework behind the exact steps that we actually teach inside the Coaches Cartel and the Inner Circle. So you guys will have a sneak peek into the process in which we go through to build somebody's business from A to Z.
Now, the big thing is, and this is where I got to as well, being a personal trainer, running a face-to-face business, you're stuck in the time for money trap. And you've got to ask yourself right now, be honest, how much longer can you keep going the way that you are right now? Do you want to make a dramatic difference over the next 12 months? Because if so, just use these 3 simple principles, these foundations that every trainer and coach has to be able to get good at so you can actually build a business that brings in the clients you want, you can charge what you're worth, and you're not trying to be the cheapest because everybody else is just having a race to the bottom, and you're actually building a business that gives you doing the work that you love. So let's jump into the office. Let's go to the whiteboard and actually map out the 3 things for you to follow today. So there's 3 key principles you just have to understand. How are you actually going to attract in followers and leads? How are you going to turn them and actually have clients coming on board? And actually, how do you deliver with the business? Now, you can literally redesign everything as of today, and I want to take you through those steps. So think about it this way, really simply, for what's going on. Up here, you've got people that don't know you. Down here, you've got clients. Really easily, we want to break this down into 3 different sections right now, because we need to get people that don't know you to know you. And what we need to be able to do is we need to produce content to make that happen. Once you get people to actually see your stuff, then you can start to build a relationship with them. That's where we use marketing. Then once you're actually building relationships with people, then you can actually take them through the process, whether it's a webinar, or a video, or a sales page, an Instagram post, whatever, to then turn them into a client. And that's what we call sales right now. So you've got to ask yourself, do you have these 3 things? Do you have an effective way for you to get people that don't know you to actually know you? And are you producing content effectively? Are you then actually putting them through a process to build a relationship so you can separate yourself from your competition? And then do you actually have a process that you know 8 out of 9 people that are super interested, ready to hot to trot, that you can then turn them into your clients as well? So this is kind of like the conversion phase. This is how you understand what it is that you're doing. And you've got to ask yourself, what are you missing right now? Now, a common question that comes here is, how do I actually start to attract people? How do I get people that don't know me? And how do I start producing content that's actually effective as well? So you're not wasting your time shooting videos or doing posts or whatever. And there's 3 simple things. Firstly, you have to know who is your market. What is the market that you are trying to talk to? Don't try and talk to everybody, because you really end up talking to nobody. If you're specializing in postnatal weight loss for women, then you need to talk to just their problems, because if you're talking to just their problems, then a 20-year-old or something bodybuilder that wants to get peeled, then they're not going to want the same information, and that's a good thing. So you're being magnetic towards the right people and repulsive towards the wrong people. So once you know who your market is, then you need to have a message. What is the actual message? That is what you're about. How do you separate yourself from your competition? And can you clearly and easily actually articulate that and get that across to your market? Because then you need to figure out, what is the media that you're going to use? Media is simply, are you going to use YouTube or Facebook or Instagram or Pinterest or articles on your blog or in the newsletter or whatever the media actually is for you to get your message to your market? 3 really simple things for you to be able to do today. Then when it comes to actually you making money in your business. What are you actually selling? What are clients actually doing when they come on board? And this is where you need to think of 3 simple things. Again, the power of 3 keeps it really simple. Firstly, it is a recurring method of income. Do you have a recurring income? Because what's one of the biggest problems personal trainers face that I know I face for so long? It is you literally having ups and downs of income each week and each month and being really unstable. Your finances are something that are stressing you, and that's not a good thing. So you want to have a recurring monthly income that month to month is growing and you know is not dropping from there. But then you want to think about as well, how can you really deliver what you want? So many coaches that come to us ask, well, I really want to give everything. I want to have the absolute best program for my clients. So that's where we think of high end. And that is the question. Do you want to have a high-end coaching program? Is it something that you want to go absolutely the Rolls-Royce type of coaching where you give them absolutely anything and everything and you can charge the actual premium that is going to suit that? Because so many people are trying to do like low-end membership sites, and yes, they do work, and yes, it can be good, but you know what you've got to ask yourself, is that the business model that you want to be running? And because then the third factor for how it is that you deliver is you've got to launch. If you don't actually know how to get started, how to get your first batch of clients coming on board, then you never really get started, and you're constantly stopping and starting, and you end up running out of energy, you end up running out of belief, and things don't go very well from there. So this is why I wanted to walk you through right now what it is that you need to be doing. And this is where you've got to ask yourself, what are you missing? That's why the easiest next step from here is if you're a little bit confused, you're kind of unsure on what it is that you're missing and you're unsure on what the next steps are that you need to do, then really simply all you need to do is click the link below and actually apply to come on for a strategy call. There's 2 things that we need to do on a strategy call. That is, number 1, get a really good picture of where you are at right now. What's your business looking like? Then once we find out what you're actually missing, then what we need to be able to do is simply, what's the plan that you need to actually follow through? What are the things that you need to focus on? Because the truth is there are 101 different things that you could be doing, but there's really only 1, 2, maybe 3 things that you need to be doing today to have the best results from here. So if this all makes sense, if this has been great and you want to be able to take the next steps, click the link below, apply for the free call. There are only limited spots actually coming into these as well, so you're going to have to not twiddle your thumbs and not miss out as well. And as always, thank you so much for being here, and we're really looking forward to chatting with you. Now, this is where I want to make sure that you get the most out of being here, and I want to hear from you. So if you've enjoyed this episode, click like, and make sure I can send you the new episodes each and every week. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Also, I really want to make sure that I'm giving you exactly what you need. So comment below. I want to know what you're going to take away from this episode. And the best conversations after every episode always happen in the Breaking Success Tribe. I'll pop a link below for you to join the free group so you get access to the guides, the live streams. I'm in there answering your questions personally each and every day. Plus you get all the episodes as well. So thank you so much for being here and joining us. I'm really looking forward to seeing you in the next episode.